kind of stuff that dreams are made of. Beyond the misery.
Hey guys, my name is Sergey Aganesian and I'm a community manager at Frogwares, and today we want to answer a few questions about the Sinking City that you guys submitted on social media. Alright, so the first question is, Winterblood is asking, is it level-based or open world? Is this more of an action game or more adventure/detective game? What playtime do you aim for? Alright, so The Sinking City is a third-person open-world game which takes place in the 1920s United States, and it is heavily inspired by Howard Phillips Lovecraft. So yes, we do have a city, Augment, that you can explore at your will. In terms of gameplay, it is more of a detective game, so you will be solving crimes and unveiling numerous dark secrets and mysteries of Augment and its people. Investigating crime scenes, talking to witnesses, tracking down killers, all that in a supernatural and often hostile environment. But the Sinking City also has at the same time a proper combat system. So we have guns, we have weapons, we have traps, we have complementary skills for you to unlock, and of course we have monsters that will haunt you all over the city. How long is it gonna take you to beat the game? We're aiming for around 30 or maybe 40 hours of playtime. That is if you want to complete the main quest and also the majority of side quests, but it can easily go above that if you're a completionist or just want to see all the different endings. Alright, next question is Anthony Lim is asking, approximate release date, price and available platforms. Right, so The Sinking City is coming to PC, Xbox One and PS4, and we will announce the release date and price when we are ready. At this point, we're just adding more content to the game, refining our features, adding new quests, and doing a lot of work in general. Right, so next question is, Thomas Pierce is asking, how did you balance yourself in adding your ideas/concepts whilst keeping to the HP Lovecraft lore? Right, so you know what, it's actually not that difficult to incorporate that Lovecraftian lore, because we have said that numerous times. Lovecraft was really good at exploring these really intricate philosophical concepts, like, our place in the universe, fear of the unknown, fatalism and all that. But when it comes to details and descriptions, he was surprisingly vague, which actually works great for us because it gives us a lot of freedom to do things like the way we want to do. Also, keep in mind that The Sinking City is actually not an official adaptation of the Lovecraftian works. It's rather an expansion, more like an expansion of his universe by devoted fans of his novels. And you know what, guys, a few months ago we released a dev diary in which we talk about how The Sinking City and Lovecraft actually intertwine. So if you haven't seen that, I highly recommend that you give it a look. It will probably answer your questions that you have about The Sinking City and Lovecraft, so I'll put the link in the description for you. Alright, so next question is Jinzi is asking, is there any indication to your character's mental state throughout the game, such as a change in demeanor or change in speech? And yes, we do have a sanity, or rather insanity mechanic. So whenever our character sees something disturbing, like supernatural occurrences or monsters, he will start losing his sanity. It will impact his mental health. And we show this mechanic at GDC and EGX Rest, where our character will start seeing things like terrors in space. But as of now, we're still discussing, still thinking about how we want it to look like and what kind of impact we want it to have on the character and on the player as well. So it's very likely that this mechanic is going, it's very likely that this mechanic will look very different in the final game. Right, so the next question is Sean Tomlin-Shearer is asking, could you please explain how the gunplay mechanics work in the game? Do we have set weapons or can we change them through the game? How do guns work against cosmic beings? Right, so as we have said, combat is a major part of the Sinking City, and it's not a game where you can only run away or hide from enemies. We actually want to give you tools to stand your ground if necessary. So we will give you weapons like handguns, revolvers, shotguns, rifles, weapons that were common in that period of time. And it's actually up to you to decide whether you want to engage your enemies or if you want to sneak past them or maybe even run away from them. The way we want to balance that is that we will not probably give you tons of ammunition, so it will be up to you to make this decision. We actually want you to make this decision based on the resources that you have, and also on the strength of your enemies. And also anything regarding cosmic beings is spoiler territory, so sorry about that. Tribal is asking, I saw in the trailer that the character is in the left side of the screen. Can we have an option to play with him at the right side of the screen? It seems more natural controlling him at the right side, since the mouse is also on the right side of the monitor. Right, so Tribal is talking about our making an event demo trailer, which we released not so long ago. It was the first time we actually showed a sizable amount of gameplay, but I want to stress that it wasn't a gameplay reveal. Right, so with a camera like this, we want to achieve that cinematic feeling, because it makes sense for us to have a camera that is close to the character. It's a story-driven game, so we think it works best for a game like this, but we understand that we all have different tastes. So we're actually, at this moment, we're actually experimenting with different settings, the position of the character and so on. We're still thinking about how we want to do it. Maybe we will give you 2 options to choose from, maybe something like that. Give us some time to come up with the best answer. And again, you know, your feedback is extremely valuable, so thank you guys. Sweet Tail is saying, I've been waiting for some proper gameplay for quite a while, and I gotta say the game is looking good. The shooting looks a bit wonky or stiff, so to say, but other than that, it looks like a fun game. Thank you, Sweet Tail, that's so sweet. Alright, so I want to talk a little bit about the combat, the shooting. In our latest video, we showed a tiny glimpse of shooting, and people actually noticed lack of recoil. We got a lot of comments about that, and guys, I want you to know that we were never going to leave it like that. It was an older build, and the shooting animations simply weren't prepared by the time we released the video. We do have them now, as you can see here, and of course we continue to add more and more stuff to the game, including animations. We want you to be part of the development process, and that's why we released this video, these dev diaries. They are meant to show you work in progress, not something final, so yeah, that's how it is. Ivan Georgiev is asking, are you going to release a public demo of the game before the official premiere? So we get these questions a lot, and I understand that people want to see more of the Sinking City, and I can see us doing a public demo, but you know, way down the line. We also get a lot of requests from people who want to see the demo that we showed at GDC and EGX Rest. And guys, we brought it to San Francisco and London respectively because we wanted to collect people's feedback. We did that, we are satisfied with that. So as of now, we don't have any plans to upload the demo on YouTube, but we might change our mind. And having said that, I want to announce that we are going to introduce a proper gameplay trailer very soon, so stay tuned. We are still in the slow burning marketing phase, so we've been doing this indirect promotion, you know, subtle promotion of the game through dev diaries, artworks, like, you know, contests and things like that. But as we are getting close to the finish line, we will be showing a lot more of the Sinking City, including the gameplay trailer that I mentioned above. Right, and the last question is Joseph Macmillan is asking, when you say you will be releasing your tools, does that mean just mod support, or will you perhaps publish them on the Unreal Marketplace too? So Joseph is talking about our city generator tool that we used to create the Sinking City. Here is a link if you want to learn more about that. But as of now, we're still thinking about how we want to release these tools, because initially we thought about, like, you know, publishing it as a toolkit for people to create their own content in the Sinking City. But we have seen that a lot of people are actually interested in the tool, and not only players, you know, but also aspiring environmental artists. But before we make a decision, we actually need to consider a lot of things, like we need to make sure that people understand how the tool works, so we need to have a proper manual, for example, and you know, these things, they take time. Maybe we need to adapt it or maybe something like that. Let us find the best way to do it, and once we have it, we will certainly announce it. Now, that's it for this video, guys. I want to say a huge thank you to everyone who submitted their questions. You guys are great, and we should do it again sometime. We are going to answer the rest of your questions in the comment sections on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, so no worries. And again, thank you very much for your time, and I'll see you in the next one.